for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. And get ready. For another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Mbah a Moute in the three slot. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
Now, here's Redick. Pocket 6. He feeds it to Paul. Stolen by Westbrook. Foul time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And Clark, you know, they went 25 and 27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Clippers able to drain the 3. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Durant. Wants to get it to Westbrook, and does. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Over in the corner, Paul. Stolen by Westbrook. Dishes it to Ibaka. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Ibaka's got his first basket. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Oklahoma City.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Here's Los Angeles now. They trail by 1. Jordan kicks to Paul. Westbrook with the block. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And the basket by Morrow.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And it's blocked by Adams. All alone. And finished off by Westbrook.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Back to Paul. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but Well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Paul goes in, drops in the layup for 2. Paul's got 6 points.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2.
Morrill kicks to Westbrook. Tries from 10. Adams dishes to Durant. That 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. And here is Paul. He's got 6. Here is Mbamute. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Jamal Crawford. He's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul. And the Thunder going with the whole new group out there. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Paul Pierce is checked in for Mbamute. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Kicks it out to Crawford. Pass to Green. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. No good. Great D that time from Collison.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close. Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
And that's the beauty of the game right there. I hope we get the opportunity to see a few more of those.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Thunder. They're up by 3. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Austin Rivers is out there with Crawford. And it's Green, and it's Pierce, and it's Aldrich in the center position. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Collison. Durant comes in for Dion Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Now here's Rivers. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Kicks it out to Crawford. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2.
Westbrook drives in. Durant in the corner. On the clock. Elbow shot. They get it back. 3-pointer. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Cantor with a screen on Crawford. Tanner, high post. Rebound by the Clippers.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Crawford with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Crawford passes to Rivers. And there's the feed to Griffin. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. It's Durant with the drive. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Westbrook dishes to Cantor. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Morrow comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Bahamute comes in for Wesley Johnson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Paul in for Rivers. The offensive rebound. Feeds it to Waiters. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of 3.
Here's Redick. Rejected by Collison. That's good from Payne on the assist from Enes Kanter. Payne's got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. Clark, they've been looking at a sink offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
For the Clippers, you think of Lob City, and it's all dunks. But the reality is, Clark, as Greg was just talking about, that just isn't the case.
It really isn't. I mean, they also led the league in pull-up shots attempted by a wide margin, about 24 pull-up Jays a game.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And Bahamute, the pass to Pierce. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Durant. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And Durant, here we go. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Durant's got 7 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's more. The Oklahoma City Thunder on the road as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. We're live from Portland, Oregon. Hometown fans are cheering for their Trailblazers. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. And it's Westbrook in the 1 spot. Now here's Durant. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Durant. And the 3 ball is good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And Portland with the ball. Lillard attacking. And the rejection by Ibaka. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. Drops one in from the wing. Morrow's got his first points of the game.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Plumlee attacking. There's the killer 2-handed slam. Outside Westbrook. Here's Ibaka. Offline with his 3.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
That's good.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you a problem. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Another miss by Ibaka. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Harkless the pass to Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's blocked by Adams. They recover it. McCollum kicks to Plumlee. Westbrook with the steal. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Now here's Lillard. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Down low. Aminu. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Myers Leonard comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Alan Crabb in for Damian Lillard. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Vonleh's checked in for Leonard. Durant with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Here's Moore. Finished off the break. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
Conley dishes to McCollum, and he banks in the layup.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Durant, the pass to Ibaka. Wide open look. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Crabbe kicks to Davis. Now here's McCollum. T right on him. And Durant sends it back. And this will be his second and third shots to the line here. First free throw is good. That one misses. Crabbe kicks to McCollum. Sinks the three-pointer. McCollum's got 5. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Thunder lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Thunder 5 right now. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Anthony Morrow out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in the center. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Payne with it. Raiders on the wing. Clock is at 3. Off target from three-point range. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
There we go, one more time. Give it up for your Blazer dancers.
The Thunder leading by 4.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Robertson can't hit. The Trailblazers shooting at 50% with a decent group. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop. and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's Cantor. Nails it from the high post.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Harkless kicks to Crab. And the Trailblazers another three.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Portland. Lillard. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The feed to Cantor. Payne kicks to Roberson. Here's Waiters. They get the rebound. And Cantor throws it down.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to one or two plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Collison. Durant comes in for Roberson. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Waiters. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne.
Punches it down.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Oklahoma City moving it around. But they recover it. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 6. Plumlee attacking. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Shooting for Portland.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Yeah, and he was on his way to sending that one down, so the play is definitely to foul right there, which he did.
Vonleh's checked in for the Trailblazers. Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
Here is Durant. He's got 11. Ibaka, no luck. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Vonleh dishes to McCollum. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
And Portland making a change here. Henderson's checked in.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now here's Plumlee. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of the season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year.
Cullen passes to Henderson. Portland no good that time either.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Good on the shot. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Shots good by Durant.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Timeout.
First one falls for him.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Gerald Henderson. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Harkless. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Roberson in for Anthony Morris. Payne. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Vonleh kicks to Lillard. 2 on the clock. And he sinks the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Mo Harkless. And it's Plumlee in the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And, you know, they went 25 and 27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
Westbrook with it. Lillard picks him up. Ibaka dishes to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Durant just inside the line. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Lillard attacking. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Feeds to Harkless. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
the lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And it's good. 8 points for Mason Plumlee.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Now here's Durant. He's got 18. Just 4 to shoot. That doesn't go either for Durant.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Plumlee the pass to Lillard.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Portland ended up winning the Northwest Division last season, guys. The rest of the division wasn't at their best, but nevertheless, I think Portland was really happy to walk away with that division title.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Myers Leonard comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Alan Crabb in for Damian Lillard. Right wing. Here's Roberson. Henderson defending. Payne kicks to Collison. Looking for Waiters and gets it there. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
McCollum dishes to Leonard. Kicks to Crabb. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his first foul. Thunder trailing by 3. Left side Collison. He kicks it to Payne. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Portland's on 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And the jam by Gerald Henderson.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Henderson with the ball.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Waiters passes to Payne. Back to Waiters. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Payne. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Trailblazers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Morrow is the 2 with Durant the 3. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge here. I mean, there's no question about it, Greg. And the lead, I think, is just going to continue to grow and grow from here.
Now Lillard, after the missed three from Serge Ibaka. Lillard attacking, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Aminu's checked in. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Myers Leonard. Durant kicks to Ibaka. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Trailblazers leading by 10. Lillard attacking. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again. And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Now here's Lillard. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit the front of that one.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Here's Harkless. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Now here's McCollum. Portland needs to get off the shot. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Waiters. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Really opportunistic basketball there. And when they desperately needed timely, opportunistic basketball.
And it really couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, they've got to take even more chances on defense now. Try to get some more of those steals to start the break.
McCollum kicks the Crab. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Thunder trailing by 5. Or 3, Westbrook. Crab pulls it in.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Lillard's checked in for Portland. 58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Durant. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
And, Greg, I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
And that one's good.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. The shot misses.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 7-point game. Durant. They'll get another chance. And so it's Portland winning.